So we've got Dominica fading into the background behind me here. We're sailing north to Les Saintes, which is part of the French Caribbean. And on this short little passage, we've got all of our students doing some coastal navigation exercises. They're taking fixes with hand-bearing compasses, doing 3-point fixes and perhaps a few running fixes to plot on the charts that we've got down below and just practice up on their coastal navigation.
Okay, so right now we are navigating to Les Saintes, which is that way, but without the computers or the technology.
It is 1925.
It is 1925.
This device and a 3-point fix.
So our landscapes
And then where
stuff
the
around
where the 3 lines intersect is where the boat is, and that will be our coordinates. So we're navigating from that point,
the little telephone poles
in the middle of a mountain over there.
Yes. Okay, so we got our coordinates from on deck looking at our 3 points, and we're doing a 3-point fix. So we came down to our chart to find the points that we saw up there on the chart, and we used our Portland plotter to figure out the line of sight kind of and angles, and we plotted our first point, and these are our coordinates for 10 a.m. Our first point's A.
So we're sailing up through the islands of Les Saintes, of French Guadeloupe. We left Dominica this morning and we've had a nice pleasant morning sail across the channel. But the weather's been pretty bleak. It's been raining most of the day. It is still drizzling at the moment and we're all getting a bit wet and cold as we approach the anchorage. But we're making the most of the wind. We're using the sails to make our way up this channel as we fight against the current as well. We're gonna drop sails, drop the anchor, and then get settled into our short stay in Les Saintes.
And that is everything. Woo! Let's get this jib dropped.
I switched them. Yeah, I saw you switch up. So we've just dropped our anchor in Les Saintes, and everybody's enjoying some downtime, playing some cards, and settling down for the evening before we have our early morning sunrise hike tomorrow.
We're in Les Saintes now. We've taken a small little sunrise hike up this hill, seeing great views of all the islands in Les Saintes. Next, we're gonna hike back down. Eli over here has made us some peanut butter bars for breakfast. We're gonna meet up with the rest of the crew and then spend the rest of the day diving. We just got back from the sunrise hike, super cool, and now everyone's getting ready for a dive. We're going to this really cool reef. It's super well known for being a big hotspot for turtles.
We just finished our last training dive for our open water advanced certification and we both passed. So now we're gonna get in the water and do our first dive without an instructor by our sides. We're gonna hop in the water right over here, all against the boat and drift down with the current, going over the reefs, trying to see lionfish, angelfish, lobsters, and any other sea life and marine life we can see along the way.
The dive was incredible. We did our first unsupervised or unguided dive as advanced open water students. We reached a max depth of about 50 feet on our 45-minute dive, hitting consistently at 30 to 40 feet, and saw a ton of amazing marine wildlife, including lobsters, lionfish, porcupine fish, and at the very end we had an incredible interaction with a green sea turtle.
I enjoyed it a lot. It was a lot of fun. It was really cool seeing all the lionfish and porcupine fish, and the interactions with the parrotfish biting the coral, as well as the few groupers, the coney groupers I saw, and some unknown groupers I'm gonna look in the ID book later to see what they are.
Our time in Les Saintes is now coming to a close. We've spent 2 short days here, but this will kind of be the pace of the trip now going forward until we make it to Antigua. Right now we're just kind of prepping the boat and we'll get underway to Guadeloupe tomorrow. We are about to go to Guadeloupe. Right now, Callum is down below cooking breakfast and it smells so good and we're so hungry, so we want to eat breakfast on time. So we're trying to get the boat ready and to get anchors up so we can have breakfast underway as soon as possible. So right now I have Shane with a couple of students up forward prepping the windlass to pull the anchor up, and then everyone else is just kind of packing final things away, dive gear, taking the staysail covers off, putting the halyards on so we have those ready to go. And then we're gonna get out of here and go to Guadeloupe.
We just pulled up into the anchorage here in Guadeloupe, and on our way in we spotted 2 mooring balls with dive bubbles coming up to the surface, and we did a quick search online. We saw there's a wreck down below, so we're going to go and explore that really quickly, and hopefully it'll be a lovely dive. You never know when we've never dove the site before, but we're crossing our fingers for an epic dive site. We just finished diving the Franjack wreck in Guadeloupe. The wreck is located just adjacent to Pigeon Island and part of marine protected area, and it's really obvious when we started diving that this marine protected area was very effective. We had huge schools of fish, predatory fishes and reef fishes, and the wreck itself was so lovely and covered in a big diversity of sponges and coral, and we managed to dive for about 40 minutes up to about 18 meters, and yeah, it was just such a fantastic kind of spontaneous dive that we managed to come across on our way into the bay.
Yeah, it was really cool. I definitely have not seen that diverse of a dive site in that big of a wreck. I saw a lot of fish that I've never seen before, and probably the biggest fish I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, we had no idea like what we were gonna go down and see when we went up to the ball, and then it was so cool.
It was awesome. Yeah.
Huge fish, unbelievable.
Morning, I've just finished my anchor watch for the day, which is where we get up throughout the night and we keep an eye on the boat and our anchor, just so we're not dragging and moving, and we're all good. We are anchored in Malandieu, and today we are going to be diving the reef of Jacques Cousteau, or the Reserve de Cousteau. And then later we're going to be picking up our anchor and going over to what I read as Deshaies, but apparently it's pronounced Deshaies.
Okay, we've got all the divers back on board now, so we're gonna start our short little motor over to Deshaies. Excuse my French. But Talia is taking over my job. Talia was elected the student-led chief mate for the upcoming voyage to Antigua. Zach is going to be the skipper. We've got Cecily and Olympus as navigators, and we have Eli as the chief engineer. So on this short motor, they're gonna kind of start their roles, kind of get to grips with exactly what that's going to mean for them, and begin their prep for the ultimate student-led passage to Antigua.
I am the student captain of this next passage, and we are currently picking up anchor and going around the corner.
But right now we're trying to plot waypoints on the maps, make sure we avoid shallow areas, and we just spoke to our captain about what depths he's comfortable getting to. And so yeah, basically we're starting to figure out where we're gonna want everyone to steer tomorrow.
Okay, so we are going into our final anchorage before Antigua, and we're gonna get our starboard anchor out, anchor in about 10 meters of depth. We're going to get the anchor out of the pocket early so that when we get there, it's ready to go and there's no problems and it doesn't get stuck.
Right, we have just done a little taster around the corner to Deshaies, a little treat before what we get up to tomorrow, where we set off to Antigua. We've just anchored in this nice little place, and we're going to passage prep and get ready to set off tomorrow for the big day.